Okay, so this is a review that we're going to be working on throughout the trimester. Again, just kind of periodically chipping away at test preparation and viewing skills and concepts in a bunch of different environments. So I'm starting with my work file that I'm working on. It's called Telephone Etiquette 2019 version, which you will find in Google Classroom. And then the instructions, Microsoft Word Specialist 2019 review, are the instructions that go with it. So we're going to be doing a bunch of different things to this document. Okay? So here we go. Number one, properties. Configure Word's properties so as not to check for grammar errors while you type. This is where we're playing with Backstage View, number one. So I would go to File and Options. And throughout the trimester, we're going to be familiarizing ourselves with some of the different options we have out here. When we're talking about grammar errors are under proofing, or what do I want to say, editing or proofing your document for errors. So I'm going to click on proofing, and down here is a checkbox, mark grammar errors as you type, and I would uncheck that. So it would just check for spelling when I type. Maybe my grammar is already okay. I don't know. Okay. Number two, find and replace. Using the find and replace feature, replace the word diminish with lose. Okay. So on my home tab over here on the right, I am going to select replace. It says find what? Find diminish. Replace with lose. So for my entire document, it's going to find every example of the word diminish and replace it with the word lose. I'm going to say replace all. All done. We made one replacement. So only one time did it find the word diminish. And close. Merge the first row of cells in the cell providers. I think that's down here at the bottom. That would be this first row. And I can select a row just by clicking off to the left, like so. It says to merge the first row. So I'm going to turn those two cells into one. Table Tools Layout tab. This is again number 3. Table Tools Layout tab. Merge cells to create one cell. Okay. And I want to do align center. Again, there's 9 alignment options over here. Horizontal and vertical. Align center means it's going to be centered horizontally across and vertically up and down. Now that didn't appear to really do that, did it? I turn on my marks like a good soldier that I am. And I'm not sure why align center didn't align it vertically. It is kind of, maybe I need to drag up. I don't know what I need to do. That's weird. All right. Modify contents of table. At the top of the last page, after the heading Table of Contents, create a classic table of contents based on the first level of heading formats. Okay, so what's going to do, it's going to go in and find every time where I've used the heading 1 style, and it is going to create a table of contents based on that as the first level of heading formats. This is going to be on my References tab. Over here, Table of Contents. This again is number 4. All right. And it says Classic. Automatic, manual. Let's see. More Table of Contents, Custom. Okay, it says Classic. Let's go find Classic here. So format down here is Classic. And it says on the first based on the first level of heading formats. I'm going to change the level to 1. Level to 1. And click OK. And again, it drops in a table of contents based on everything that had that heading 1 style listed. There's my table of contents right there. Okay. Set text wrapping to tight for the telephone clip art. That'd be up here at the top. I'm going to click on that. Picture Tools Format tab. Over here, wrap text. You can also right-click on the picture too. Wrap text and tight, which means text is going to wrap around that picture. Before, as you noticed, it was wrapping through the picture. Okay, so there you go. Resolve the comment about pagers. That's down here. Add a comment to the paragraph heading electronic answering systems to read, also known as voicemail. Okay, add a comment. So here I'm going to resolve this comment here, resolve. And let's see here, where's electric answering systems? To the paragraph heading. That's down here. So I'm going to select that. And on my review tab, I'm going to do a new comment. And comments are kind of fun because, especially if you're reviewing someone else's work, you can type some stuff in, but it doesn't impact the document. So I'm going to say also, let's not do caps lock here, also known as voicemail. And you'll notice that it popped in the capital A there. Custom margins. It's going to be in my layout tab. This is number 7. I need to click off somewhere. There we go. Layout tab, margins, custom margins. There we go. And I'm going to do 1-inch top, 1-inch bottom, and 1/2 inch, just moving my arrows around, 1/2 inch left, 1/2 inch right. So it's going to be kind of tight on the left and the right, tighter margins. 1 inch is pretty much a standard margin for top and bottom. By the way, you can manipulate your margins if necessary, if you need to get stuff on one page without being ridiculous, of course. Click OK, and I've got custom margins. Number 8, inspect a document and take action. Now, we did this in PowerPoint, File, and this is called Check for Issues. Check for Issues, inspect document. Now, it's going to ask me, do I want to save my file now? I'm going to say no, okay? And it says remove all references to document properties. Now, I'm going to just uncheck everything but document properties. La-di-da, there we go. And inspect. And it says it found some document properties and author, and maybe I just want to strip that out and say remove all. Okay, so I did that. So those document properties have now been removed. Number 9, down here on my works cited, it says to select works cited and clear the formatting. Now, home tab. Clear formatting is up here in my font group. My font group. Just going to click on that, and it removes all the formatting from that. And it says to center, la-di-da, and double space the works cited heading. Double space. Well, can I just go down here and say spacing 2? How does that look? Okay, that looks like it'll work. All right. So I'm formatting the works cited heading. For the cellular providers in the area table, that's down here, allow spacing between cells of 0.02. So here I'm going to click on my table move handle. That's this little box here that selects the whole table. All right. And I believe, we'll pause here, but spacing between cells is going to be in my space between cells. I think that's in my cell margins area. Okay, cell margins. I'm going to click on space between cells and make that 0.02. This is going to kind of create like a kind of a formatting style in itself. This again is number 10. All right, again, that was Table Tools Layout tab and cell margins is how I got there. Click OK. See how it creates a little white, kind of a white border or like a double line border between the two. Okay, that's number 10. Number 11, convert all endnotes to footnotes. Now, an endnote is one that is at the very end of the document. That would be here. A footnote is something that's at the bottom of whatever page it is that you created that reference. And again, a footnote is just something where we're just adding information to the reader kind of on the fly without doing a reference to something out there, like a parenthetical reference like you would in like a research paper. So I'm going to come down here to my endnote, just put my insertion point somewhere down there. And I'm going to right click and just say convert to footnote. So whatever page that reference was on, that number 1 reference is on, it's going to move that. It looks like it moved it up to page 1 because my reference was up here in the first paragraph. See that little 1 up there? And so it moved my text from the very end of the document, an endnote, to the bottom of the first page, a footnote, to match where that reference was made in the document. That's number 10, or 11, excuse me. On to number 12, convert to current version. Convert the document to the current version of Word. Now I need to save this just a second here. I want to put this in just kind of a dummy place so I don't overwrite my original file. Okay. And it says to convert that to the current versions. I'm going to go File. And if I needed to convert this, and this is kind of convoluted because you may or may not see this here on number 12. But if I needed to convert this to a new version, it would say up here in my info tab, the very first box would say convert. Because apparently my file is already converted, this doesn't come into play. I don't need to do that. So file convert would do that, but that's not an option here. Okay. All right. Add a bookmark at the bottom of page 3. Highlight the text speakerphones. It's actually on page 4. Highlight the text speakerphones. All right, there we go. And I'm going to say insert bookmark. I'm going to call this speakerphones. What we're doing is we're creating something that we can reference or find quickly later on if we so desire. I'm going to hit add. Now, what difference does that make? If I hit F5 and I want to go somewhere in my document, I could click on bookmark and say, I want to go to speakerphones. Now, if I was on page 105 and I wanted to do that quickly, it would remember where speakerphones was at in my document. That's why I'm bookmarking that. I found that when I wrote my book for my friend Ben, I used things like this to navigate around my document because I think I finished with, I don't know, 150 pages, something like that. Okay, number 14, at the highlighted place table here, that's down here. I'm going to select that. I'm going to insert a table which is 2 by 3. Now 2 means it's 2 columns wide, 3 rows high. So insert table. Maybe I'm just going to come underneath there. 2 by 3, like so. Okay. Select that. Use the grid table 4 accent 6 style. Oh boy, where's that at? Grid table 4 accent. Now I'm going to go on a little fishing expedition here. My apologies. Okay, let's go find grid table 4, accent 6 style. Grid table 4, accent 6 style. It took me a while to find that, but my tooltip took me there. Okay. In the first column, enter person and me and friends. Simple table, right? Let's spell friends right while we're at it. And then over here, we're going to say characteristic. And my friends would probably call me, I don't know, diversified. I have a lot of different interests. I would consider my friends to be what? My friends are accessible. I can contact my friends. Lately, we've been passing out Christmas cards. We've just been showing up at people's doors. And a lot of them have just been very happy to just chat for a few minutes, not go inside just because of COVID, right? Not go inside, but chat, and they're very accessible. That's my table. Let's see here. Auto fit the contents. Select the table, layout tab, and I'm going to say auto fit contents. All right. And center the table. So with my table still selected, in the home tab, paragraph group, center, also known as Control E. And then let's get rid of place table here. I'm going to get rid of that and the paragraph mark, like so. Well, maybe, there we go. I kind of split my table. I'm going to undo that. There you go. There's your table. All right. Change numbering value. Change the numbering value of the first item in the common telephone etiquette errors. That's down here. I'm going to click on that first item, and it's number 2. Should be number 1, right? So I'm going to right click. This, by the way, is number 15. Set numbering value to 1. There we go. 1. And of course, all the numbers then flow out from there, starting with 1. Changing numbering value. After the numbered list and before the works cited, now I'm going to pop in another paragraph mark there. This is number 16. After the numbered list and before the works cited information, insert shape the wave from Stars and Banner. That would be this guy right here. Sort of wave shape. I'm going to just put that right here. Whoa. Okay. Place in the middle of the paragraph. I might want to get a couple of enters here. I'm going to move that around so it's above, between works cited and my numbered list. By the way, if you think this review document is like foolproof and supposed to look exactly like something, good luck with that. Okay. Place in the middle of the page. Now, can I center this? No, because it's free form. I'm just going to drop it kind of here, right there in the middle. See my guide there? Puts it right there in the middle. Okay. And it says type the word etiquette into the shape for works cited. Okay. In the blank space below where you inserted the table, that's right here, insert a photo of a telephone. Okay, well, where in the heck am I going to get a photo of a telephone? Well, I don't have any current pictures that I know of. I'm going to go to online pictures. And I'm going to do telephone, photo of a telephone. Telephone. There we go. The old rotary dial, like from my day, back in the ancient history when the dinosaurs roamed the earth. I'm going to pick that one. That's the phone I kind of remember growing up with. Instead of 525 for Walla Walla, it was Jackson 5, JA5. Oh my goodness, I'm dating myself. So I'm just going to insert a picture of a phone. You can do whatever you like there. And here comes my picture. All right. And oh my goodness, it doesn't need to be that big, does it? Let's get that a little bit bigger. There we go, or smaller, I should say. There's my telephone picture. You notice I didn't specify any specific size, something that's realistic. Insert a dark red format, Picture Tools Format tab, and Picture Border. A dark red, continue with Picture Border, weight of 2 1/4. I don't know why I got a double border around that. That's weird. Let's try that again. There's my border. Dark red. Wants to do a double border. Don't ask me. I don't know. That's weird. Okay. On to number 18. Change the order of smart art items. Our smart art was down here. I need to click on an edge here. So the entire smart art has a border around it. We have to kind of be careful about what you click on. Is this Format tab or Design tab? Yeah, Design tab. And here it says right to left. Switch the layout of the graphics. So now leave a message when I click on right to left. This again being number 18. It's going to switch the order of my smart art graphics. Okay, insert a header. Now a header again goes up in that open area in the margin at the very top of my document. It's going to be insert and header. And it says to insert an integral format header on all pages but the first page. So you'll notice on my Header and Footer Tools Design tab, I'm going to say different first page, which means I don't want a header on every page. So if I scroll up to the very top, I don't have a header on the first page. That integral header you can now see is on all of my pages. Okay. Using the wingdings, I'm going to double click down below my margin, get back into my document. So on the telephone etiquette title, on the document title, I'm going to say insert, this again being number 20, insert symbol. So now where in the heck is my telephone at? Well, I'm going to say more symbols. And it says we're looking for the wingdings font. Now right now I'm on normal text. I'm going to click on the drop down arrow. Again, I'm on number 20 here. I'm going to scroll almost all the way down on my font types, and there's wingdings. And again, wingdings are just these random graphic images you find in Word. And there's my telephone right there. All right, telephone right there. I'm going to say insert. Now, if I drag my box out of the way, you can see there's my telephone symbol. Now, if I click on the end of telephone etiquette, I guess I need to hit close first. Click on the end of telephone etiquette and go back to symbol. It remembers the last symbol I selected. So now rather than having to go look for it all over again, there's my telephone symbol. It remembers the last symbol that I used. Okay. Select the entire document. Entire document. That's Control A. All right. And it says include a half first line indent to the document. So I'm going to go up to my ruler, and the top caret up there is first line indent. Like so. All right. And so each of my first lines for every paragraph are now indented 1/2 inch. Now I might take exception to this because now my headers are indented as well. So I might want to go back and fix that, but I'm not going to. But just for laughs and giggles, I might want to do that later on with my headers. I don't want to go back and change all those right now. So that's custom line spacing. Okay, change shape effect. For the wave, back down to my wave, select one of the orange glow shape effects. So Drawing Tools Format tab. Again, this is number 22. Okay. Shape effects is down here. Glow. Select one of the orange glow shape effects. I'm going to go for kind of crazy, but not too crazy. There's a glow 11-point orange accent color 6. All right. Ooh, it's like Hawks colors, orange and blue. Yeah, okay. Select the common telephone etiquette errors. Where was that at? I just lost it. Sorry about that. I think it was on my, no, here we go. Select the common telephone etiquette errors text. And it says to apply a text effect. Again, this is number 23. I'm going to come up here to my text effects. It says we're going to do blue accent color 1 shadow, the second one in there, like so. Okay. Then it says apply a style set. Select the basic elegant style set. Now this is going to be in my design tab. And I think this is basic elegant right here. Now this document formatting where it's going to change my entire text formatting throughout my document, a style set. Get on your design tab. Not to be confused with a theme, but it comes showing us up as document formatting here. Now if I hit the more button over here, you can see my list of all my style sets here. Again, I'm doing basic elegant. Okay. Apply the title style to the text telephone etiquette. Okay, now I'm going to run my mouse pointer through my title like so. Okay. Home tab. I have this style up here called title. Pre-formatted, right? Big title. Woo, boy. Telephone etiquette. There you go. Insert a break. I'm going to go down to my works cited. Works cited. Where are you? There we go, right there. Okay. Insert a page break before the words works cited. Now, the easiest way to do a page break, then you can go up there to insert, break, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to do Control Enter. Control Enter, and it will do a manual page break at that point. Control Enter. You can see works cited is now on its own page. And again, my formatting marks tell me that here on the previous page, you'll see I have a page break, which takes me to my next page. That's number 26. Save the file as a different format. Save the file to your documents folder. Now I'm going to save it to my temporary folder that I was working in. Just hit the save button here, upper left-hand corner. Quick access toolbar. Save. All right. Then save it again as a PDF file. Now you may think this is obscure. This last week I did this like 5 times because I was working on an online. I was uploading some files, and rather than upload them in Word format, I was uploading them in PDF format. So if somebody didn't have the right version of Word, they could see my documents. So I'm going to say File, Save As. And I'm going to just say save to my current folder. Now, I'm in a TMP folder. You would be in your documents folder. But save as type, I'm going to save that as type PDF. It's going to have the same name as my Word file. It's just going to have a different file type, and that is a PDF, an Adobe Acrobat PDF document. And there it is right there. Okay. All right. I am going to, as kind of a key for your assignment, I'm going to put the copy of this PDF file out there for you to review. I'm going to call it key, though. I'm not going to call it Telephone Etiquette 2019 so as not to confuse you. I'll call it the key, and you can review your final document against that. Again, there was 27 tasks here. Hopefully I got them all, didn't skip anything. And if you have any questions about any of these, let me know. And again, we're going to be working through these periodically in class as entry tasks. Okay? And by the way, it's December 22nd when I'm making this. So Merry Christmas to you and all your family, and a Happy New Year. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.